probably fucking crooked as shit, but we're going to Put-in-Bay today. So, and you guys are going along for the ride, so this ought to be sweet, man. I'm on my way to go pick up Jeremy, and we're gonna go hit a McDonald's real quick. Of course, you know, because that's every day. You know, gotta keep the old butter breading machine going. You know what I mean? So we'll go do that, and then we're gonna head to the boat and take a boat ride and go clean some windows over the bridge across the water. So that ought to be sweet. Breeze. Yeah, well, you've seen that McDonald's before, so I'm not showing you again. We're on our way to Put-in-Bay, man. We're going to go over here and clean some windows. We had 3 houses on the schedule. One of them was a big house. I've been doing since it was built. Unfortunately, they are adding an addition on, and the builder was not completed on the inside, so the construction clean on the addition and the regular cleaning on the house had to be rescheduled. So we still made the trip over despite gloomy skies. Just an overcast day. It just, you know, the rain had blown through, and this was just like the tail end of it. So, you know, I promised the customers, the other 2 customers, I'd be there, so I'm going. You know what I mean? Whether the third house is on or not, you know, still got to go. The trip is not too costly. I mean, besides, you know, bringing Jeremy with me and having him work, you know, so, you know, his wages and then the boat trip over, you know, the dock was inundated, man, with water. I mean, the wind was coming out of the east, and it was just blowing the water up onto the dock. So they actually had to dock the boat on the opposite side of the pier than they normally do. You can see right there, the water's all the way over the dock. It's crazy. It was crazy. They actually put out a small craft advisory for this day. I mean, I'm not sure why. I've been over on the islands, and it was way worse weather than this. But, you know, nonetheless, we still got over there and did what we needed to do. I don't think I didn't shoot a whole lot of window cleaning video here, so if you're looking for tips and tricks on how I clean windows, this ain't the one for you guys. This is just pretty much a sightseeing trip for you guys. Get to see one of the spots I get to work in. You know what I mean? I'm kind of lucky enough to come over. There's other guys that come over and do clean windows over here. I'm one of many, so it's not like this is an exclusive club or anything. But, you know, I've got about 15 or 16 now. Yes, now I have 16 customers on the island. I picked up a new one on the day we were over here. Someone tracked me down. They saw the word gets around the island pretty quick, you know, so when they see a window cleaner or a bug guy or something like that on the island, you know, word passes around quick between friends. And she tracked me down, and we threw her an estimate, and we're going to go and take care of her windows when we go back to do the construction clean. I tried to clean my window for you guys, but it didn't work, you know. I actually cleaned it before we went over, and all of that shit on the windshield is from the drive over. Just, it's wet and windy. The bugs are out everywhere. It's just, you know, it's the lake. What can you do? I think we're getting ready to take off here. You know, there's a house right there in the middle of that little scrub of trees, that tiny island. There's a single house there. That's probably, I don't know, maybe 3-4 acres, maybe, you know. One house right in the middle of it. Pretty neat. Not too far off ashore. You could take a small boat over, you know. But either way, it's pretty cool, I think. One little house on that little tiny island. We are backing up. I was hoping we'd get put out on the bow of the boat's bow stern. I don't know. You know, you think someone that grew up next to a lake would know the difference. But we're on the back of the boat, not the front. So, it's it wasn't a bad trip. Like I said, I've been over here, and it's been like, you know, I thought for sure I was gonna drown. You know what I mean? That's how choppy the water was. But for some reason they felt like they needed to issue a small craft advisory. But we went anyways, and got lucky enough for the boat to be running. So we went and handled business. Um, this is a cool trip, man. I don't prescribe to the old, um, you know, this is a work day. It really wasn't a work day for us. This is kind of a cool little trip. It's more relaxing than it is strenuous. You know what I mean? The two jobs that we're doing, one of them um, is a cedar shake home. They are in the midst of. I mean, he's a contractor on the island, so his house is the last house to get touched. But so it's a work in progress. It's a beautiful house on a beautiful piece of land, and for the most part, it's mostly all done with water fed pole. I mean, I do some of it by hand, but most of it's water fed pole work. Just because he's not too keen on me leaning the ladder against the house because he's not sure where's the bad spots are. It's a fixer upper, but it's still a nice house, man. It's come a long way since I first started cleaning the windows for him. So, but so it's not really that too difficult of a task to come over here and do these windows. It's like I said, it's more of a pleasure trip for me. Um, get away for a little bit. My cell phone stops working, and we just go over and clean some glass and see the sights and have a laugh and float back and back to reality. But there are times I come over here and it's serious business. You know what I mean? I'm under a time constraint. There's a couple of houses that I do over here that are 4-story, like literally 4-story monsters. They're 3 stories with like an airplane hanger on the bottom. There's a lot of those style of houses over here. Because the main way to get back and forth to the mainland is a plane, and the boats are nice, but you can only do that for a certain amount of time before the lake freezes, and it becomes unpassable by boat. So you need a plane, and a lot of these people are professionals with their pilot's license, and they park their plane underneath their house. So how cool is that? Some of those houses can get very time consuming when you're cleaning them. Of course, getting a lift over here is an added expense. So my water fed pole has served me well over here. My reach it with my plus sections has done me quite a bit of justice over here. So thanks to Perry for that. Nice pole. I actually met the gentleman that one of the guys that works for or owns, I'm not real sure, has something to do with the boat line. I actually met him in line getting back on the boat, and we spoke, and I'm going to end up doing his house as well. So I picked up 2 on the trip over here. Every time I come over here, I pick one up, so that's cool. It would have been cooler if it had been a sunnier day. There would have been more people on the island and stuff like that, and I've been able to show you more and stuff. But it is what it is, guys. This is me floating. This is me going up and down on the water in my pickup truck. I hope you guys enjoy this. I know it's riveting. Maybe some people might have a question about kind of like, do I charge more being that I got... No, I don't charge more because they're on an island. I kind of, the cost, the expense to getting over, I kind of spread out in between each home I'm doing over here. So, like say I'm doing 3 houses, each one, will take a little bit of that responsibility on. You know what I mean? And they know that when I bid it. The people are not dumb over here. They realize that getting someone to commit to come over here is difficult enough. They don't mind an extra $20 to float me over. You know what I mean? So that's cool. Like I said, these customers I've had for a while, so they're good people, and they don't mind. They appreciate the service, so which is hard to come by. So hey, I uh, I don't. It's not like I'm taxing them, each one of them, the 60 some odd dollars it takes to get over here. Each one gets charged 60. I just spread it out. That's why when I plan a trip to the islands, it's usually 2 or 3 weeks out, depending, and I usually set up 2 or 3 homes each time I go over to do. That way, I'm not going over for just one house. Now, the large home that I was supposed to do on this afternoon or this morning, I will, and I have before traveled over just to do her house, just because um, she was one of the first customers we ever had over here. And if anyone listens to the podcast, she's also the turd lady, the guy. We had the kid work for us that one summer that dropped a giant log in her toilet and left it. So she's just a good lady. And, if she wants me to come over and do her windows, I will come over just to do her windows. And she her house is worth just her coming over, even with the money out. I'm out floating over. It's still well worth. So I don't mind coming over just to do her house. And personality goes a long way. If you're a nice person, I will go out of my way for you. You know what I mean? So, um, but yeah, this is just a typical summer day for us. You know what I mean? Going over to the island, one of the islands, and cleaning glass. I've been pretty busy. I know I haven't uploaded a video in a while, except for the podcast a couple of, like 2 or 3 days ago. So, I figured, hey, I went to the islands, I documented it. Let me throw up a quick video. It's like I said, it's not more me talking shit than scenery, but as we get past this, you'll get to see the 2 houses that we did. I give you a quick tour around the island. You get to see some of the sights and stuff, and you know, just bear with me. I've been as a tool talk, I actually have gone back to my California Dream pole. I'm been lucky enough so far that the tip is not broken, and I've kind of fiddled with my lock a little bit. I took it apart and kind of did a little of my own modifications in there, and I'm kind of happy with it now. Um, it's a nice pole. I like the fact that it doesn't flex a whole bunch. That's, I think, my only issue with my Optolock poles is there's a little bit of give in those. And that California Dream pole's a nice, rigid pole. It's light and rigid. Weighs a little bit more than my other 8 foot pole, but I appreciate the rigidity. So it's not a bad pole. I like it. I wish maybe um, I could maybe finagle a new lock for it. Maybe, you know what I mean. I don't know. Um, Louis from Superb Window Cleaning told me that I may just have gotten a pole that's been sitting before they did the upgrades to it, because I know he said that they'd upgraded. And if anybody knows, it's Louis from Superb, because that man is Captain Sorbo. Um, hey, based on his recommendations and Larry Crook bringing it to my attention, that's why I bought the California Dream pole, because Louis uses them, and Louis swears by them. So I figured, why not try it out? So I did. Not a bad pole. Not a bad purchase. Everything takes a little modification, I think. You know what I mean? Except for maybe the gunslinger. I mean, that's the only thing that I haven't had to modify to get to work yet, the way I want it to work anyway, so. But I'm an Optolock guy. Admittedly, I'm an Unger dude. I'm just always going to be an Unger guy, so, I ordered parts for here's Jeremy clean it. See, we cannot, dude, this house is a trip, man. You see the roof is just covered in moss, and all you guys out there, why don't you upsell the roof cleaning? Because I don't clean roofs, I clean windows. So anyway, just not really safe to get on this roof. I have before, but it's gotten worse as we've gone, and they're just not too keen. They're just like, get what you can from the ground, and I can get everything from the ground anyways, because of my water fed pole. So everything under the porch here, the doors, that little section right there, I do all that by hand, just because of dripping and shit like that. So mostly all the ladder work's done with the pole. Everything else is done by hand. I've already completed all of it, all of my traditional work, and Jeremy's just now finishing up. He's on his last spot there, so um, you know, I had him scrub everything down because the bugs over here, Jesus, the bugs over here were crazy. So I had him run through, rinse all the bugs and stuff off so I could come through and not have to smear bugs around my washer. But a cool little house, man. Nice little, dude, I'd love to have this house. It's, it's in the middle of being upgraded and remodeled and stuff, but it's still awesome. I love it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're leaving. We're leaving. I'm not even sure where this, I don't even know why there's clips in here. Here's the marina, kind of on the, this is the north side of the island, and that's Perry's National Monument, the Victory Monument right there. And this is my sloppy camera work all over the place. I hope you guys get sick from this. I was just trying to give you guys a view of the harbor there on the back side, the north side of the island. I call it the back side because of where we come from. We're coming up to the front of the island there. I think we're going to stop here to use the restroom. Jeremy had to pee. But nice little rest area here. Some restrooms. Nice view of the harbor on the north side of the island. I do this just to irritate people because some people, they send me private messages about my camera skills. I like to do shit like that just to irritate. I just leave it in there just to irritate you. They got the junior varsity, the junior yacht club kids out there. They're all on their little sailboats and stuff. It's a cool day, man. Nice, not very cold day, but and this is a close-up. They just opened this back up because the limestone was falling off and smacking the ground. So you can imagine how that was. But Civil War monument here, or no, this might have been, that's a Revolutionary War thing, I think, maybe, I don't know. Dead end. This is the end of the highway. The highway goes into the lake here. Yeah, the weather's just been, you see all the sand's blowing up here. They got it all piled up. There's another island over there. I think that might be Rattlesnake. I'm not quite sure. Not too sure. Not too sure. Yeah, this is where we're leaving our house. Jeez, man. I don't know. Dude, this is all screwed up. Whatever. Deal with it. Deal with it. It's cool, guys. Deal with it. Well, that four-wheeler's got bigger rims on it than I got on my truck, man. Whoa, bro. Can't mess with the 22s. I ain't even got to wash them. You know what I mean? Because I got 22s. I need to clean them. Because I got 22s, son. But yeah, she lives back in a wooded area on this island. How fucking cool is that? Way off the beaten path here. I should get a picture of her dog. Her dog is a trip. It's this big white fluff ball. It's like a horse. Nice dog though. But yeah, man, this is Put-in-Bay, man. Not super fancy, nothing, no frills, nothing super cool about it. Just Put-in-Bay. One of the spots I get to clean windows at. This is more of a, I guess you wouldn't say rural part of the area, but this is more like, this is more residential area here. Not a lot going on. This is towards the edge of the island. This would be the east side of the island. Not a lot going on here except for private residences and stuff. And that's the basic mode of transportation around Put-in-Bay is a golf cart. This is not a bad day trip, or you can come over and maybe spend the weekend. There's the Crystal Cave and all that stuff. There's a cave out here, huge cave. You can go gemstone mining and stuff with the kids. And there's pools and putt-putt and a merry-go-round. There's all kinds of stuff to do over here. So it's a nice weekend trip, And if you're a drunkard, there's no better place to party. Come over to Put-in-Bay and get shitty. Get shitty. Now you can't. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but to the right, on your right here, is Kelly's Island, and that's the rest of Put in Bay over there. That's the harbor that I showed you before, and then Gibraltar Island there is. There's the Perry's National Monument of Victory or some shit like that. I don't know, something like that. But I'm about to take you down the town square here, and you're going to get to see some cool ass shit. A carousel that's been there a while. There's the world's longest bar, the Roundhouse Bar, Frosty's Pizza. I mean, those T-shirts are all over the place, man. People come to Put in Bay. That stuff travels. I mean, Pat Daly comes over here, man. It's like he comes over here all the time, man. You know, he's in Put in Bay's an inspiration for a lot of his songs, man. Spends a lot of time here. If you guys know who that is, but yeah, we're getting ready to turn into the square here and show you some of the sights. That's an American flag roof. It's totally dope. Totally. There's the monument again. There's the welcome center to the monument, little museum and stuff in there. Pretty neat. There's a few hotels over here, like 3 or 4 hotels over here. Some you can rent homes to stay in. All kinds of cool stuff. There's a golf cart rental and putt-putt. And here's another retail outlet, T-shirts and souvenirs. The super old carousel. The candy bar. What in the bud? I don't know why I just said that, but whatever. Yeah, man, this is like the best video I ever did, right? No. Yeah, there's a steakhouse. Another T-shirt joint, like Jersey Shore right there. Here's the Roundhouse Bar. Super cool place. See, got their freak flags flying there. Gay Pride right there. I just noticed that this year. That wasn't like that before. That's cool though. That's cool. I can dig it. A nice little place to eat breakfast right there. We usually stop there and get breakfast. There's Frosty Pizza, the Frosty Bar. Another cool bar. Another little boutique. Pizza joint. Cart rentals. Typical island stuff. Mr. Ed's, featuring Cameo Pizza. Cameo Pizza's pretty good. There's the Beer Barrel Saloon with the world's longest bar. Check it, son. Check it. World's longest bar. Check that shit. It is. Cool place, man. That's another cool place. Oh, there's the police. They caught me. We been caught. But yeah, that's the little square there. There's the Tiki Bar and a couple more bars and shops down here. To your left is the grocery store over there. Just a cool little small village, man. It's pretty neat. It's what's really cool is coming over here, in like March or April, if the boat's running early enough. If the lake's not frozen and they open it up, it's like a ghost town over here. It's kind of creepy, spooky actually. But yeah, just me driving around Put in Bay and rambling, This video is completely useless. I didn't realize it until about halfway through talking on it that this is just useless shit here. I'm having a pretty busy summer season now. There's a lot of people that aren't liking President Trump, for obvious reasons, because he's an orange troll doll kind of fucking weirdo dude. But man, has he got the economy booming. I can't stop taking calls. I honestly cannot stop taking calls. My phone's been ringing off the hook. People are spending money, and if you guys don't see that, then man, I feel sorry for you. But I've got so much work that I'm actually this will be the first year I've actually got 2 guys part time. Now I've never had to do that before. You know what I mean? I would have one guy full time, but neither one of the guys that I have part time can work for me full time, and I don't trust nobody to come and work for me because people are thieves, and I just don't feel like screwing with all that shit. My client list is too precious to me to lose it for some bum, so I'll struggle and kill myself to keep the work going and use my friend and my sister's boyfriend part time and put them on 1099s as long as I have to. So whatever's whatever. Here's the other house, and you know, not very much video, like I said, of the house. I just just trying to be respectful. Um, oh, there's a couple more islands. Cool house. Right, this is on the north side of the island. We were kind of looking towards Canada there, but for a minute, like I said, they were in the living room, and I just didn't, just out of respect, I didn't want to be, filming the whole damn time. So, like I said, there wasn't a lot of window cleaning in this video, just out of respect for my customers and their time and shit, and their privacy. They were okay with it as long as they weren't in it, and I just didn't want to take a chance of getting them into anything in any of the videos. So um, I took just a little bit of the house, kind of see what we were dealing with there, so you guys could see the scope of the work we were doing. I think in total we probably spent 4 hours over here, and an hour of that was travel time. So 3 hours. We made a little bit of a knot, and the trip paid for itself. The everything worked out perfect. So no issues. Um, we did get secured 2 more contracts while we were over here for window cleaning, which most likely will turn into seasonal accounts where I'll come over and do them every year. So it wasn't a wash, you know what I mean? And we still come back, and we're gonna come back and make some more money. So you can't go wrong doing that. Good old Lake Erie and Old Glory blazing in the background there. By the end of the year, that flag is just shredded. They let it fly until it shreds, and at the end of the season they pull it down. Is what it seems like they keep doing, but you know. But yeah, just a gloomy day, man. It was just gloomy. It was nice out. It was not cold. It wasn't hot. It was just like right. It was just perfect. You know what I mean? Except for the wind. But other than that, man, it was a really nice day over here. Not bad at all. I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys dug the video. I mean, get to see a little bit of sights and sounds and stuff. Um, Give you a little insight to what I got going on, what I do on the islands. Um, Now, when I come back over, I'll do another video when I come over and do the large house that we were supposed to do this day. She most likely won't be there, and she's cool. I was talking to her on the phone that this morning. I was like, hey, we mind if we shoot some video? I got a YouTube channel, and she's like, okay. And I think she actually might even be subscribed to my channel now, which is cute. uh, and no, I don't care that one of my customers knows about my YouTube channel. They know who I am. It's not a secret. I don't, I'm not putting on some kind of facade for people, for customers to make money. They know who I am, and I developed these relationships over a long period of time. So it is what it is. Bugs. I hate bugs. Bugs are the bane of my existence right now. I hate bugs. I think we're getting ready to take off. Yeah, we're getting ready to take off here, man. So we got maybe another minute or so here, 2 minutes here, and I'll talk to you. But if you go to www.outlawwindowcleaner.com, you can get you some black diamond squeegee rubbers, some diamond black diamond squeegee rubbers, and some legend channels. I think the legend channels are actually on back order right now. They're sold out of them, so you might have to check back for those. But if you're not looking for either one of those things, maybe you can I don't know, maybe buy an Outlaw Window Cleaner t-shirt. There's several variations out there. And the Black Diamond Squeegee rubber t-shirt with the Outlaw Window Cleaner have Squeegee will Travel logo real back big on the back is only $15. You guys should pick one of those up while they're cheap. Tim's put up a couple of new designs. There's a Gunslinger Outlaw Window Cleaner t-shirt. There is the Outlaw Radio t-shirt, which is pretty badass with the microphone and the I don't know if it's a microphone or not. I don't know. I don't know. But it's got some sweet. It's got the devil horns skull finger thingy there. That's pretty cool. I have one. I actually bought it. I actually buy t-shirts from myself. How cool am I? Water splashing. Fuck. But yeah, man, I appreciate your guys' time, and um, I'll be seeing you again soon with another Squeegee video. Actually, I might even do one right after this one and upload it since you guys ain't had enough of me in a while. So, but we'll see you guys soon, man. Thanks a lot, and peace.